kindergarten teachers. Today, I wanted to share with you a manipulative that you might not commonly use in your classroom, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about it. This goes along with our kindergarten standard that talks about demonstrating and explaining the relationship between numbers and quantities up to 20. So, we're going to take a look at this problem. It says Juan's mom bought a box of 12 donuts. Yummy donuts. We have to represent Juan's 12 donuts. Now, in your classroom, you probably use items such as snap cubes, and you might even use things like counters. But today, I wanted to show you a little bit about using our Rekenrek. Rekenrek comes from a mathematician in Netherlands. And basically what this is kind of like our abacus that we used to have many, many years ago before you and me to help students with their counting. Now, traditionally, the idea of using a Rekenrek is to keep the red to the left. If you keep it to the right, I don't think that there's a worry about how that is used. But traditionally, I have seen that teachers will use the red to the left-hand side. Before I would ever even try a problem like this, I would allow my kids to explore. Yes, they're rattles. Yep, they make some noise. But let's take a look at those mathematicians. What do you notice about the Rekenrek? And they'll tell you that there's some red beads and there's some white beads. And then I would have them start thinking about how many red ones do you see? How many white ones? These are all going back to that demonstrating and understanding the numbers up to 20. So basically what they would do would be to start counting. Traditionally, we keep our beads over here to the right. So as students are counting, they can sweep them over to the left. And it's really all about the counting sequence. You can start by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and realize that there are 5 here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 beads on the top row. And you can count on the bottom to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more white ones. And if I were to count each one of these individually, I'll know that there's 10. You, as the teacher, will know that there's a total of 20. Now, there's different ways that students might use this depending on their level of number sense. If we were to ask students to represent 12 using our Rekenrek, you might have students that are going to count one by one. We teach them to start with the top one, and they might go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you were able to take a look around the classroom to see if they've represented it correctly. That's a great way to start taking those notes, seeing if they are still in that one-to-one correspondence. Now, some students might be able to understand and see that there are 5 red ones. So instead of having to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they might just automatically start with all of their beads over here, and they go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They know they need more. 11, 12. Okay? But you might even have some more advanced students that automatically know that this is 10. Okay? They can sweep them all over and they can hold that value of 10 and add on 11, 12 to show 12 beads. So there's lots of different ways for students to be able to use this in your classroom. I would definitely take note to see which students are still holding on to that one-to-one correspondence and having to count each one, or if they're able to see that set of 5 and then another 5 and 2 more, or if they're able to say, you know what, I know this is 10, 11, 12. All different ways that kids can use the Rekenrek to show you a value of a number. Hopefully, you'll get to use these in your classrooms, and hopefully you'll give the Rekenreks a shot. Don't forget to let them make some noises because they are kind of fun. Have a great day.